Welcome back to RimWorld. JC here. And here we are continuing from last time with more housing or more bedrooms being installed. And us really wanting JC to actually get on with doing the research, but apparently the radiation suit comes first. And components and weird and wonderful things like that. For the love of all that is holy, please finish so you can do research. At this rate, I'm going to have to spend an awful lot of time not recording something just so that you can get your fucking research done. So that we can actually get on with the other point of the game, of this entire playthrough, which is the androids. I'm very conflicted about doing that, to be perfectly honest. Question though. Oh, his gut worms are gone. They finally got cured, or he finally got treated enough to pass them out. Don't question that one. Don't question it. Just it happens. Like the other ones, it's like sensory mechanites and fiber and muscle parasites and stuff. They're kin annoying, and you just have to keep treating the person until it decides, yeah, we're done now. That's a point. Hold on. Storage. Weapon. Aha! Weapon locker. Excellent. Right. I've had enough. Somebody install a weapon locker here so we can have all of this junk stashed. Right. Stash it. Please store all weapons. No need to store those. Just store the weapons, please. Thank you. That'll be useful later, I guess. What have we got? Sandstone. Granite. We're running out of granite. Good job, there's half a ton of granite over him. Haul those 11 chunks in. Oh yes, I should be picking them up from outside. Wow. What did you die of? Ah, there. You never did find the corpse of that bear. Why the hell is there a... Oh. Never mind. So why the hell is there an alligator here? Well... You see... Wow. This is the advantage with the winter season. The animals murder each other. What the hell is that? A wolf beaver. It's a hybrid. Who decided to combine the genetic material of a wolf and a beaver? I'm sorry, that abomination deserves to just die in the lake. I didn't even know you could get beaver genetic material. Anything more? I'm looking for my bear. Where's the bear I shot? It said it was going to die soon. Oh dear. Well, that looks like mutually assured destruction. Yep. I do realise I don't need the meat. Strictly speaking, wow. I mean, I'll have that. Maybe the bear survived or has been eaten by now. Either way, where was those other ones I picked up? Aha, this little cluster around here. Let's give the locals something to actually, you know, continue nomming on during the cold season. You know, I shouldn't take everything. I'll just take the Mega Wolverine because that has heavy fur, which is really handy for when you want to make cold weather gear, which we tend to make because the outside temperature is minus 34. Though the inside temperature, about 20. Unless you're in one of these really, really cold rooms. Did I not even bother to put any form of... I mean, if I'm going to try and heat that up, I need to insulate it first. And we all know how insulation works. Pain. What's my cloth supplies like? Not all that great. As in, so not all that great that we have no raw cloth fibres. Actually used them all up. Crikey. Okay, right. I don't think we'll be doing that because we basically drained all our supplies last time just by doing that. Let alone doing the hospital, which is barely being kept at like 15 degrees, so the hospital needs to be insulated along there, and then along there, and then up there. Possibly even down here, basically the entire wall. This entire wall here and then the outside needs to be insulated. No. You need an awful lot of textiles for that. Or it's going to be a super long project with the tiny amount that we're growing. To which somebody turns around and says, grow more. It's minus 30. I'd have to build another one of these, which requires more fibres. Yeah, it's one of those situations. You are damned if you do, and you are damned if you don't. How's the reactor doing? Oh! Oh, it's at 50%. Oh, wow. The control rods are at 50%. That's not a great sign. How much uranium have we got? We've got enough to make another batch. Okay. No, you have to do it from here. Control console. Where are we going to add another 3? Add another 3 above it. Then we'll add another 3 below it if we need to. Then we've got the core, then we can just add them on the sides. Job done. Yes, it's going to pull him away from his research, which he hasn't really gotten very far with. I mean, there's not much I can actually do to increase this research speed. Not, you know, not without internet, which is insane. But yeah, we kind of need to put a few more rods in there so that we're not completely and utterly hammering the rods that we have. Having your reactor, we haven't even turned on a few of these. A few things aren't actually turned on. Actually, most stuff is not turned on. and the control rods are already at 50%. So, yeah, we don't have much margin for error. What do you want? Tribespeople, prime councillor of some hostile faction. Here's the people of, yeah, this one. The people of, yeah, it's a hostile tribe, right? So let me get this right. Quest. There's the quest button. So, let me get this right. The people who are, they're industrial grade colony, or they're an industrial faction, you know, with assault rifles and stuff like that, are having problems with a camp of 3 tribespeople, both of which are hostile to me, so I couldn't give a flying floop whether they kill each other off. Just go away. Let's see. How? 2 years. I thought I said 7 years now. I was thinking, I haven't been on this planet that long. No. This colony has been going 2 years now. God. Let's get this bedroom online, shall we? It's not totally needed yet, but having it ready to run will be an advantage. And once the supplies are built back up again, I'll build the next one. Then obviously I'll cap off the walkway, the corridor. Cap the corridor and actually floor it. There's going to be more of this flooring, just to mess with people's minds. My finger's getting a bit lazy. Yes, if the camera suddenly shoots sideways, it's because my finger's gotten lazy and has pushed the key down just enough to activate it. I have a low activation keyboard. The quirk I found out about 5 to 10 minutes after using it, that it has very, very sensitive keys. And not as quiet as I thought they were going to be. Really thought they were going to be quiet, but then it is a mechanical keyboard. So people by this point have gotten used to clicky clacky keyboards, because anybody who does this or plays games any reasonable length of time, when they get the chance they tend to go for a mechanical keyboard because it's more reliable. You know, better response time, doesn't break at the drop of a hat. You know what? Let's put a large radiator. Oh, hello. Haha. Let's put a large radiator in there. I don't have to put any more. We'll put the large radiator there. Apparently, they can still put stuff there as well, which is handy. Oh, we finished making uranium pellets. Now we're making more control rods. Note, for this to work, I need to shut that down. Somebody loads it. They don't have to don the gear. They only have to put the gear on when you're unloading. When you're loading new rods in, there's nothing wrong. This was with me testing it with somebody who actually had gear on. I'm not going completely blind into this. I do know how the reactor works. Mostly I found out because I upgraded from this one to the bigger reactor. And I decided, no, I don't want to waste all my fuel rods, so I pulled them all out. Yeah. If they've been used, they leak radiation. So if you're going to pull them out, you better have... You had better have a storage pool. For storing nuclear fuel rods. A pool for safely storing nuclear fuel rods. Yup. If they're brand new fuel rods, you don't need to. They're brand new, unused, perfectly fine. They don't leak, they don't cause any form of radiation at all. Once they're used a little bit, then they'll leak. Then you need the radiation gear while you're transporting them to the pool. Then you obviously deconstruct this, build the brand new one. The way I designed all of this, the new one that I put in is 1 square bigger all around it, and it will automatically connect straight back up to this stuff, which will be fine. Then you put the fuel rods back into the new one. Job done. That process will require radiation gear. Because even the droids get affected by radiation, because the mod author basically went, no, you don't get a free pass on this one. Even if they're metallic, even if they're not fleshy, they're still going to get affected by radiation. Which is fair enough. You shouldn't be able to circumvent an entire mechanic just because you decide to use a non-biological pawn to go and do it. I have no clue how they're going to get around that, because there is actually an atomic bot. Yes, I could have an atomic bot basically set up inside here, just on the other side of this door. I can then lock it and it will do all the work for us. The only thing I need to do is unlock it to drop fuel rods in. Fresh fuel rods. Then again, what I could do is drop the fresh fuel rods in here, lock the door, unlock the door, it goes and does all its bit. I think that might be a little bit cheaty. Even by my standards, that falls under circumventing the mechanics of the mod. And even I'm not that bad. I'm all one for a little bit of cheesing it. But yeah, there are ways around that problem. Basically, you just have a mannequin there. You just you just tell them, yeah, equip this. They only equip their normal gear. They equip their new gear. They go walking in there, deal with it, come back. You tell them then to change back, and off they go. Job done. It's seeing as I know when the radiation is released. Basically, if a rod has been used, it will release radiation. At that point, you need the gear. Until that point, you don't need the gear. Da-dum. End of story. Right. Have we restocked all of our... Yes. Right. Let's get this sorted out, shall we? More floors. I'm going to need that in slate. I'm going to need that one in slate. That one needs to go there because you can't. No floors on bridges, unfortunately. Right up to the door, but not including the door because the door gets that. And yes, it's going to be a slate. One there. And I'm just checking. Oh. I did it as a pattern around the bedroom. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Cancel. Did do it that way this way though. Okay. Right. No. We are following the pattern. PC, why are you here? Do you not have research to do? Has someone messed up your... Yes. You shouldn't be here. Anything like a 7. It doesn't need to be doing construction. They're better at construction. Doesn't even need to be doing growing either. Cooking? Yes. Okay. That should be it. Right. Get back to research, you muppet. Otherwise we're never going to get anything decent done. And that there. Aha! Fuel rods are done. Right. Reactor. The only way I've found to guarantee to turn it off is to do that. You scram it, shuts down, status, shutting down, shut down and cold. There you go, loading fuel. At this point we now have a minor energy deficit, which is fine. I disallow that one. Please load the fuel cells. There we go, perfect. Once he's loaded the last one, we'll be fine. Grab that. In you go. Right. Just to get to the practice, we'll do that. Reactor. Manage that reactor. Let's set that down to about there. Start. Wow, we have sailed way, way, way over. I'm manually adjusting this slider. I want to get the grid excess stored. Basically, it's within plus or minus 5,000. That's what it says. There you go. If I pause it, because I'm going to read something. Control flux level to match power net load. The grid excess on the power net that this console is connected to must be within plus or minus 5,000 watts to engage. Positive or negative 5,000, and you can enable that, and it'll then control the rods enough to bring your excess to 5,000. Note we were at 50% before. I'm now going to enable this and let it go. Now it is slow, which is why there's an upgrade for reactors to do with control rods, which makes this process more reactive. If you manually do it, it's nigh on instant because you're manually doing it. If you're using the automatic throttle control, it's slow unless you get the control rods upgrade. To get the control rod upgrade, you have to have a fully fueled reactor, because you have to scram it with a full reactor set to 100%. I don't know why. You just do. That's what the rules it says. We're almost there. There we go. It'll fluctuate a little bit, but it's basically at 5,000, and we are at 16%. Control rods, 16%. So we've gone from 50 odd to 16 by adding some more rods. Most of the rods, other than the middle set, are got 24 years on the outside, 17 in the middle. So it works. The rods in the middle get more use. I don't actually know how it really works in a reactor, but I think this is modelled on the wear and tear of a normal reactor, so the middle gets more than the outside because it's the number of connected surfaces, or something like that. I don't know. I didn't do any research on it. All I know is how this particular system works in this particular game. Right, what were we doing? Oh, I say. They are quick. They're quick because we had a load of slate, but they haven't actually gotten around to pulling the slate in yet. Come on, make more slate blocks, will you? Yeah, right, it's all done. It's all done. Now I could blueprint it, which would be a brilliant idea because I now need to put this stuff in. Made these out of marble, but we don't actually have any marble blocks, do we? Though we do have enough marble blocks just to do some simple furniture, because that's what, 15? What have we got? Granite plumbing. Oh, perfect. Up. I won't be making a blueprint now. I'll probably be doing it manually. Which is not exactly hard. You just go... just do that. There you go. It's basically set up now. Let's put a block there. And a steel door. Another steel door. That. Yeah, you decided to walk around the outside, which is, yeah. You managed to walk over the top of the water cooling, which... granted, good job. Well done. Now that's going to be sandstone. There. And there. Slate there and there. I mean, I might as well set it up for them. They will need to do a lot of block cutting, but it is there. Herringbone pattern in sandstone, like that. Thank you. And last of all, sandstone slab there. That's everything all laid out. I mean, if these guys get bored after doing all this and all the stone cutting and stuff, I will get them to work on this. I laid that out a little while, like 2 episodes ago, and I just left it. I didn't actually set it up. I just let them get on with it. We're low on granite blocks. We are out of slate, which is understandable. Plumbing needs to continue across to there. We need another one of those. How many? Yeah, we've got enough. There we go. Right, that's the plumbing setup. No, that's not the kind of rock I need. I need a big rock. There we go. Goes there and there. That's facing us, so it's Q to turn it in the right direction. There and there. Doesn't need a cat bed. I'm just saying that. We are going to install a vent between the two rooms. A thermostat on this wall. And a radiator. That means that this pair, that one will be slightly cooler than that one, but not by much. They're relatively small rooms. Haha. So, yep, there's plenty to be getting on with. AC's still sleeping. Does a lot of sleeping. Though we did finish the water filtration research, which is a good thing, because I can now go aging. Water treatment, and I'll put it about there so it looks correct. So you're drawing the water through the pump into storage. Or alternatively, I can just reinstall it over by 2 because it's still connected to a friggin' pipe. No, it's not. Okay. This means water's going to go down temporarily. No, it's not. There's actually a pipe through the floor. Okay, yeah, under the floor. Oh yes, of course, this used to be external when I first did it. And then once that's been moved across, I can then place this over the top of there, and it'll look better. So you have the pump that'll push the water through the filtration plant into the water tower. Because indoor water tower. That can then be distributed out to the network, and then when stuff comes back, it's through the tank. Excuse me. Please work on that before I lose my temper. I'm running out of patience for you idiots to move that thing there. Also, of course, yes, I thought it would disconnect it, but then I realised, power conduit, that there is not a connection. Ah, we do not have a redundant connection. Missing water tower. Please prioritise on this. This is a higher priority, thank you. It's a much higher priority than building some friggin' flooring. Just saying, getting our water supply back online, bit more important. Could you load up any smaller amount at a time? Wow! It's such a small amount of steel at a time. It's like, here you go. Meh. I'm going to give you your steel in very small chunks. There you go. Functionality is now being restored. It did just whack 800 watts onto the network, so the reactor's having to recover. But the water is now treated. So no matter what happens, if we have, say, toxic fallout or anything like that, we don't care. We've got clean, safe water, which does mean that when he takes a drink, his needs. Slept in the cold. Ooh. That is not... Why did you sleep in the cold? Ah! Demand is 14. But I'm only supplying 10. Where's the boiler? Boiler! Require more power. There you go. 100% of demand is now being met. It does mean we went like 500. So once again, reactor having to cope. And the control rods are at 20%. We've still got plenty of wiggle room. Is that the last piece of pipe that you were supposed to be putting in? Yeah, that was the last piece of pipe. That's now all linked up. Alright, let's put these in. We should really give them a power loop. Here you go. Here's a power loop. Oh, a caravan. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, you wish to receive... What's this? A collection of valuable items. Oh, a recon helmet and some Glitterweld medicine. There may be an unknown threat. I actually went to one of these places, not this advanced, slightly less rewards, with an unknown threat. It was a centipede. Needless to say, everyone died a horrible death. So given that it's a recon helmet and Glitterweld medicine, it's either going to be a horde of mechanoids or an even bigger horde of people with big guns. So no. Plus, of course, I can't exactly send people out. Oh no! What will we do? It's a mad rat! Good job, gun. Yep. Just blep. Ratty went mad, charged the gun. The gun went nope. And blew its head clean off. I've got 169 herbal medicine. Somehow. Somehow, after the next batch of this, I have to remember we don't need herbal medicine. Maybe we can just grow some more cotton. Or maybe something even more extravagant, like, I don't know, Devil Strand. Do I even have access to Devil Strand, actually? Or do I have to research that? I have to research it. Devil Strand, for those who do not know, is a special fabric you can make from a mushroom. It is probably the closest this game has to like a Kevlar-like fabric, in that it's really good at stopping sharp things, relatively good at protecting, cushioning from blunt forces, and also is relatively flame resistant. That's the properties of it. I can demonstrate, actually. Come on. You. Yes, you. I wish to make, for example, we'll pause it because I don't actually want them making it. There we go. T-shirt. Here's a lovely thing. I can change the material. This is a cloth T-shirt. You know, 7.2% armour for sharp. Bit naff. A little bit of heat. Fairly decent. No, cloth has a base insulation value of 18. It's just a T-shirt is not particularly very you'll see if I select one, yeah, you'll see here multiplier is due to what you're making. That changes because if you're making, say, a parka, which is definitely meant for cold weather, that multiplier is quite higher for cold. It doesn't actually have any for heat. Doesn't help you when you get hot. Really helps you when you get cold. So what we're going to do is Devil Strand. Magically, it goes to 28% sharp, 7.2 blunt. It's not pretty good with blunt. It's really good with sharp things. Heat is 60%. Yeah. And its insulation value as standard is 20, so it's a bit higher than cotton. It's actually better at doing cold than it is hot. At 24 for heat. And only 20 for cold. So Devil Strand is better at protecting you when you're warm. Good to know. But there you go, yes. Which is why you have to actually research Devil Strand. It also takes an absolute age to grow. Oh yeah, and Devil Strand is right over here. There it is, Devil Strand. Plant Devil Strand. A slow-growing mushroom that yields an exceptionally tough, heat-resistant plant fibre. Should have just gone here and that would have explained it a hell of a lot better than I was. But there we go, it's on the research queue now. Whoop, just blip over here. Yes, it's a very effective plant. But it takes an absolute age to grow. But if you're being shot at by bullets, you know, having a shirt or something made of this stuff could be the difference between losing functions and not. Less so in this version of the game, more so in the Combat Extended version, where bullets are evil. Really are. How are you doing on your research? What are you currently doing? Advanced fabrication. That's going to take a while. You're wondering why I'm doing advanced fabrication? To build the androids, we need advanced components. And I see a lack of advanced components here. Mostly because I use them to make the bench and that. With that, we can get all the materials we need to make advanced components. But I think we're just about done. The room's almost finished. It's we're lacking slate, aren't we? Hold on. Granite, sandstone, no slate. Hello, outside the map. You slate. Your slate, aren't you? Yes. All in. All of that. All in that. Thank you. Right, carrying on. We'll zoom out. There we go. Right, with that all said and done, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is JC, out.